What's up, everyone? So, Cody Knott here, team captain and driver for Warrior Racing Esports over at the Triple M Pulling Truck Series, part of NASRA. Welcome to NASRA 360, where we're going to have a weekly podcast highlighting the ups and downs of the Triple M Pulling Truck Series and celebrating the winners, including the top threes. May work on to some like Rookie of the Year candidates here and there. We'll see where it goes, but welcome to the show. With me, I got Chris Cinnamon, winner of Daytona, and then Ted Wade, third place, and then Brady LaBeouf, second place driver and owner of NASRA. Welcome, guys.
All
right, so let's get into some questions. How did you guys feel about the race? Let's go ahead and start with Chris.
You know what? It was a good race, and it actually shocked me how fairly clean it was for the whole race. Yeah, we were talking about that, I guess, 3/4 of the way through, how there wasn't many huge wrecks. There's a couple incidents, but overall, it's pretty clean.
Cool. Let's go ahead and go with you, Brady.
Yeah, I would second that because I kind of wish I would have went for stage points now because typically we usually have a big crash in that stage one or beginning of stage two. So it was kind of our strategy at Mission 1 to kind of stay in the back and just kind of ride it out because first race of the season, don't need to really go for anything, and we wanted to be there at the end, all four of us, for the win. So I was actually surprised that it was actually one of the better super speedway series for our group. So yeah,
we were overall pretty clean. I agree. Ted Wade.
Yeah, I definitely agree with these guys. That was probably one of the cleanest super speedway races we had. Our team did the same thing. We kind of just laid back. We had some new teammates and trying to figure out strategies with them and work together, but it was definitely different.
Yeah, so you guys sometimes during the races come rolling by three of you guys behind each other, nose to tail, just giving each other a push on the high side, relaxing, staying away from the pack, trying to wait for the big one to happen. I could see you guys were planning out your strategies of how to best go about the race and to how best capitalize on the finish. I didn't necessarily see you guys trying to go for stage points. I can see you guys are trying to go for the overall win, which at Daytona we all know it matters a lot to be there at the very end, especially when one wreck can take out literally the entire field and maybe leave like 9 guys. I think that's happened before in this league before at one race. So, Chris, let's go with the winner of Daytona. How does this move on forward with the momentum coming into week 2?
No, it's just coming off last season. There's a lot of strugglers early on in the season. I had to dodge a bunch of wrecks. I got myself in trouble a bunch. So come out of the gates with having the championship last season and then getting the win rate off the bat definitely takes a little bit of pressure off me. I'm going to be missing a couple of races this season over the summer here, so I really got to stack up those points and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, working in that win column should help you probably making it a run for the 2 years in a row. So Brady, with being the season champion previously, how do you feel your momentum's going in with the second place finish on week 1?
Well, to be honest, this is probably the first season and probably 2 of them that I actually made the first race of the season. So to be sitting up there top 4 in points and only 7 points out of the regular season championship, I feel really good. I wouldn't say that I'm nervous about Homestead, but I know we were there about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it's going to be a totally different race for us this time. It's going to be more of saving tires and long runs, but I'm up for the challenge, and I look forward to it.
Definitely. All right, so on to Ted Wade. Ted Wade coming out of the last season being Rookie of the Year, and you guys up front being the Team of the Year, basically just coming in as the top dogs for this current season. How do you feel you're working your momentum towards week 2 and on through the further of the rest of the season?
I think it's just really going to depend on how next week goes. We all know how Daytona is. It's really anybody's game. I think after next week, we'll kind of see where we're at and see how everybody feels.
Yeah, definitely. Take me through your thought process coming to that wreck that happened down towards the apron on towards the end of the race where I think we had like 10 laps to go, and everyone's just ducking and dodging between each other. Joey's running into the back of Brandon. Brandon's getting DQ'd from hitting the grass too many times. I mean, man, there's so many things that happened. Play back through your mind what was going on through your head at that time.
Oh yeah, man, I thought it was over with there. We were just starting to make our way up towards the front, and I figured, oh boy, here we go. And they all collected it somehow, and we just tried to push and make it around everybody while their momentum got slowed up, and it ended up working out for us.
Definitely. So working into week 2, you guys are coming out of the top 3. Hopefully we could have a really good showing this running around. Daytona was very interesting. Not as many cautions as was usually anticipated for week 1, especially with having some new guys, but the new guys here are showing some talent. Brady, as being the league owner, let's go ahead and you talk about the type of talent that came in this season.
Yeah, I was really impressed with guys like Lucas Whitehead. He's running for Rookie of the Year this year. It's his first season with us. He won a dual race at Daytona during Speed Weeks. I think he's going to progress, and he's probably just trying to get, he's adapting right now. He's trying to get used to how we do things at Nazareth. James Haney, he's going to be another one. He's working with his 2 sons, Keith and Brian. So I know anybody that's coming out of upfront stable is going to be pretty decent. So and then you got other guys like Zach, Huck, and all those other guys, that are coming in and showing improvement and showing speed right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely. So, Chris Inman, let's move on to you. What's your strategy going into this week 2 in terms of this Homestead racetrack? Could be very tricky down at the bottom, coming off of that big wide turns. Definitely got to look out for hitting that once we're on older tires, getting loose and sliding up towards the track.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I'm on the fence whether I'm going to be able to make it or not. I'm probably going to be a last-minute decision here, but if I get there running with only 2 sets of tires, tire strategy is going to be huge. When you take your tires, obviously we saw in the championship race, when you pit, it makes a huge difference. You can gain a lot of ground if you do it right. So I think it's just going to be like tire save mode for the beginning, try and save tires till the end, and after that, I really don't know. I've ran Homestead where the top has been preferred, and then that threw me off last race time we were there because the bottom was the fast way around it. So really just going to have to run it, see what works, and go from there.
Most definitely. I felt as if last season, I personally, late in the race, the top was where it was meant to be because that momentum you're carrying off of the turn, you're saving those tires for most of the race. And most people running the bottom, they now used up those tires 30 laps, 40 laps in, and they're struggling to stay, keeping that momentum coming out of the turn, and those rocking the high side are on those fresher tires that are less eaten up because they've been patient and just using that momentum.
I'll be honest, I think it's a roll of the dice because, I normally love the high side at Homestead, but as you guys saw last time, I struggled for half the race trying to make the high side work, and it ended up being the bottom that worked in the end, so I think it really depends on the track temperature and everything else and the setup, and it's going to be exciting because we've seen that almost any lane can work at one point at the time, so it's going to be a lot of good racing.
Definitely. All right, so Ted Wade, being so with Keith not being here, let's talk about Jason Morales, you guys' new add to the team this year, and I know you guys have the expansion team, the upfront team Ford. What's your guys' mindset on adding Jason and that expansion team?
Yeah, Jason so far he's fitting in pretty good with us. I think he's going to do really well this season working with us. I think he's running his first full season this year. I think he only ran a partial last year. The expansion team, I'm not too sure about all those guys. They have their own little thing going on, but I feel like overall Front Motorsports is going to be pretty good.
Definitely. So Jason Morales is going to be one to watch for Rookie of the Year this year. I believe he is eligible for it due to him only running a partial season last year. Would that be correct, Brady?
Yes, he's one of the 8 guys that will be running for Rookie of the Year. So we look forward to seeing what Jason does.
Also, bringing on a sponsor for the Rookie of the Year, Starbase Comics is coming on for Rookie of the Year.
That is correct. We appreciate them coming on board this year. Hopefully they'll stick around for seasons to come. But we definitely appreciate them doing that. And there's a neat little trophy that they have, and they actually have some extra cash on the line for those guys at the season's end. So good luck to all those guys this year.
Definitely. So with that being said, let's see how we go at Homestead, and then hopefully maybe one, maybe two, maybe all three come out on top again next week. Maybe in a different order, maybe in the same order. Hopefully you can make it, Chris Cinnamon. Let's see who wins. What do you guys feel about that?
Oh yeah, no, can't wait. It seems like every season this league gets better and better. So we finished off last season. I think it was an amazing group, and I think this season looks even better from last season. So it's going to be a good race at Homestead, and I think a great season 5.
Awesome. All right, so with that, guys, I appreciate you all for coming. Just quick little questions, basically, on how you guys were feeling after Daytona. What's your momentum going into week 2? And maybe you guys are on the podcast next week. We'll see how it goes from here. So I appreciate you all for coming. And with that, this has been NASA 360. Stay tuned for next week, guys, as we review the highlights and any stats, any little tips and tricks that came out from Homestead, and maybe the momentum working into week 3. All right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. This has been NASA 360. Stay tuned for week 2 at Homestead, Miami.